We're starting to see some movement in the market, and it's all got to do with the Fed. What's the latest odds that the Fed's going to drop us a 50? Is the market going to be happy with the 50? Will a 25 bring us red? Will XRP and XLM gain anything from the Fed? All that and more coming up next.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Well, hello and happy Tuesday, crypto and Web3 fans. Before we get in the news, your comments come first, and damn are there some good ones. Y'all are some smart people. Wandering New Gnome says you got a new sub, motherfucker. Thanks for the news with a smile. You better believe it. Crying Coyote says salted strawberries. Yes, my recovery drinks are all heavy electrolyte. There's like salted everything. Salted lime, salted watermelon, salted salt. Cafe RG1 says maybe Larson slipping Cammy some coin. Or maybe he thinks it's time to DCA out of XRP before RLUSD becomes their real cash cow. RLUSD is going to make Ripple a ton of money. Now, is Larson slipping Cam some coin, or is he slipping her the white pretzel rod, the white chocolate covered pretzel? Either way, Larson's dumping, and I've heard it all. But bro, he's just moving it to another wallet. You think you move money that big and just do it for fun? No, you're doing something with it, homies. Yeah, they're dumping it. They're going to use it for something else. Bitcoin's in at 6,152. Looking at green on the screen, and it's all got to do with the Fed. So what whatever the fuck the correct grammar is, word choice, what are the odds that we're going to get a 50? The market is calling for 64%, 50. 36%, 25 basis point cut. I don't know. My fear is this, okay? My fear is that the green that you see on the screen is the market being optimistic, expecting a 50, okay? When we roll back time, all right, because we've been following this stuff now for several years. When we roll back time, you got to remember, the first rate cut was supposed to happen in December of this year, all right? That was way back when. And then all of a sudden, it was like, oh, we're going to get 4 cuts. And the market's been a bit optimistic for a while. So the market may be a little too optimistic right now, and that's why we're seeing green on the screen. XRP, excellent price action at the end, because we're going to see if some juice is going to be happening. Now, here's the deal, all right? We're going to talk about some Fed stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about Senator Warren Pocahontas. Oh, yeah. Buckle up, kiddos, because it's only Tuesday, and tomorrow's live stream is happening on Wednesday. Hump day, bitches. The Fed may cut interest rates 25 basis points this week, but it should cut it 50. It now looks like that assurance is forthcoming, as Fed Chair Jerome Powell emphasized in his recent Jackson Hole speech, inflation has fallen below 3%, wage gains have slowed, and the labor market is coming into balance. As a result, he all but promised there would be a rate cut in the FOMC September meeting. Fed officials initially signaled that this rate cut would likely be the standard 25 basis points. This modest adjustment is in line with the practice of most central banks to follow interest rate smoothing. Basically, they don't want to shock the market. The fear is that, like, if you cut it at 50, people and economists are going to be like, whoa, why did you cut at 50? Did you screw up? Are you trying to, like, fix something here? And that's kind of the fear. So it's really weird how, like, 50 can be good, both bad and good news at the same time. It's good news because as it brings down rates, it's going to open up VC spending. VC spending in crypto is huge. We need VC spending. Trust me. You need venture capital. You need a lot more of it coming into crypto. And as rates come down, more will come. But economists out there are going to be like, yo, JP, you drop at 50. You're telling us you fucked up. You waited. Now, hold up. Okay, that's what Warren is trying to say. Yes, Pocahontas. Senator Warren tears into the Fed while doubling down and calls for a massive rate cut. Now, here's the deal. Warren wants a 75 basis point cut. Basically, what she's saying is, look, Jerome, you've been late to the party this whole time. And I got to be honest with you. He was late to the party. When we all saw inflation starting to pick up globally, he waited. And then out of nowhere, it was 75. So what Warren says, Massachusetts Senator Warren slammed Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell for putting the economy at risk Tuesday. Hey, that's today. That's why you hit the subscribe button for news that breaks all day. While doubling down on demands that the Fed cut rates by an ambitious 75 basis points. This is what she said. The Fed chair has already said he's waited too late. He's already indicated that there were economic consequences of having held interest rates too high for too long. The data shows us inflation is down. He should have lowered these interest rates earlier, Warren told Fox Business correspondent Hillary Vaughn. She says he needs a bigger cut so that he shows that he finally gets it and he's not making a deliberate effort to crash this economy. Now, there's a reason the Warren wants also a 75, because if you now give a 75, which isn't even on our radar, we're not even expecting like a 0.001% chance of 75 basis point cut. You know how much that would rally the markets? 75 basis points would really rally the markets, because people would be like, whoa, things just got way expensive. Buying a home just got way expensive. Cars would get way expensive. The job market is soft, so you wouldn't have to worry too much about inflation. But cutting it 75 points would also be a big boost to the economy short term, which would look good for the Democrats. And why would the Democrats want to look good now? Oh, that's right, there's an election coming up, because both the Dems and the Repubs are hoeing themselves out to trying to get your votes. By the way, if someone wants my vote, you got to fucking pay me. Yeah, seriously. You want my vote, fucking pay me. Seriously. That's how this goes. That is how I view voting right now. You simply want me to vote on you based on shit. Fuck no, pay me. Don't waste my time, pay me. Don't jerk me around politicians, because that's all you've been doing. Pay me. Pay a fool. Bitch, where's my money? Bitch better have my money. Now let's get to some more good news. Spot buying drives the BTC rally as the market awaits the Fed rate cut. This is from Bitfinex. According to Bitfinex's alpha report, and I've got that up on the screen. Yeah, it's 24 pages long, so I don't know if you want to sit on the old John and read it, but you're welcome to read it. It's actually a pretty good report. A lot of good stats in there, a lot of good data interpretation. Seriously, it's really well worth the read. It's linked down below for those of you that want to dork out and read it. But basically what they're saying is this: Bitcoin's bullish momentum is seen in the spot cumulative volume delta data. This metric measures the net volume from spot market orders across by subtracting the volume of sell orders. The asset spot CVD has driven price upwards since the plunge in early September. So what they said, this kind of buying behavior is typically viewed as more sustainable foundation for price increases, as it reflects a direct commitment of capital to the asset rather than leverage-based speculative bets. That's actually a really good data driver to take a look at. That's why I bring this stuff up to your attention. Now let's look at some price action. Okay, XLM rejected at 975 time and time again. You can see it here from the 13th to the 15th. Did not break that. XLM is going to go into a holding pattern until Jerome Powell and the Fed do something, right? And you're like, but bro, how is that possible? Zoom out. When was XLM hot? Got the 5-year chart up on the screen. 2020 into 2022. When were Fed fund rates low? 2020 to 2022. Holy shit. And then when the Fed started raising rates, look. When the Fed started raising rates, look, XLM went pretty much dead. Venture capital money is important. Risk of money, moving money, and XLM and XRP are directly related to moving money. So it makes sense that they are tied to economic factors like Fed rates. So for the XLM fans out there where you're like, yo, this chart looks horrible, you're absolutely freaking right. It does look horrible, and the only hope you have, Fed fund rate. Do you think you're going to get this from Meridian? You ain't going to get jack shit. Anyone want to bet me on that? Anyone want to bet me that Meridian isn't going to pump XLM at all? Like, nothing. You didn't get it from MoneyGram, UNHCR, that decaf thing, all their pay. Nothing has pumped XLM. So we're waiting for Fed fund rates like this, right? Chaw. XRP, the story is a little bit different, because you see this little pump right here? That's the trust news. Now, we've been maintaining decent price action for a little bit, but the reality is when we zoom out, the story is very similar for XRP, except you notice how the floor is building up more and more. 30-cent floor here, 40-cent floor here, 45, 50-cent floor. Oh, and look at XLMs. All right, you've got 12-cent floor here, 9-cent floor here, 10-cent floor here, 9-cent floor. It's just not doing anything. So very different. One, you could see a slight uptick on the lows. The other, you can see it's just whimpering out. Some would say a dead cat bounce, possibly, but how high does a dead cat bounce? Well, if it's XLM, it's not that high. Now, in terms of XRP, though, seriously, we need the court case to be over, which is right here, all right? Which is right there. October 7th, right there. We're right there. Then, no appeal, we should be okay. Then we start looking at this trust in conversion into an ETF, which, like I showed you, it actually had juicy action for the market. Was it juicy action like, you know, all the influencers saying, oh, we're going to go to $100? No, we got like 10 cents on the hit. Okay, we got like 10 cents. Let's be real here. 10 cents is better than no cents. Now, if we make this our floor and we start working up and we start going 60-cent floor, 70-cent floor, I think people are going to be happy. But it is all about the Fed's fund rate because, again, when was XRP juicy? XRP was its juiciest when money was cheap because when money is cheap, people want to move a lot of it. They want to spend a lot of it. They want to use a lot of it. And what are XRP and XLM really good at? Moving money. So it would make sense that as money becomes more expensive, unless people want to move it, play with it, and use it, that there would be less usage of action like XRP and XLM. So it is actually pretty significant that we pay attention to the Fed. And I got to be honest with you. I don't know if we're getting 50. I think we're going to get a quarter because Jerome Powell's a bit stingy. Warren's out there hoping for 75, but hey, she'd love the economy to pump so that the Dems look good right before the election. A 75 would definitely pump the market short term. Would we have to worry about inflation? Got to be honest with you. You want inflation to get better? It's not just the Fed fund rates. It's also governments getting out of the way of supply chain issues. Government's making regs a little bit easier for businesses. Remember when there was a baby formula shortage and we found out that that shortage was because of some stupid fucking laws that Congress passed? And then we started importing formula from Europe. Like the babies in Europe are fucking sick or something like that. And we can't use their formula. But then government's like, oh yeah, we kind of fucked that up, so we're going to let that happen. That's my point. Not everything is fixed by the Fed. Some of the stuff needs to get fixed by the government. But the government now ain't working because they want your vote. You want my vote? Bitch, better pay me. And this is technically salted strawberry lemonade with the emphasis on salted. I had a hard workout, so I go with a lot of electrolytes, a lot of salts in my drink. Now, in terms of Jerome Powell, the Fed, XRP, XLM, BTC, I'm bothered by it because I do believe Jerome Powell waited too long. I think he waited too long to actually start with raising, the rates, and I think he waited too long to cut it. And the damage has been done. Rates have been high for a super long time. Home buying season kind of sucked. Cars are still expensive. Food's still expensive. Utilities are still expensive. You want to take your significant other out to dinner or treat, that's still expensive. So yeah, lowering rates is cool, but the base of what we're paying for everything is still really, really high. And who's flipping the bill for crypto right now? Oh, it's retail. That's right. So if retail is flipping the bill for crypto, but also flipping the bill for taking our wonderful wives, husbands, spouses, side actions out, well, then we don't have that much money for crypto, do we? Because we got to decide, hey, if you've got extra money, what are you doing? You taking your Chiquita out or are you buying more crypto? Oh, buying more crypto. Oh, shit, don't tell my wife this. Luckily, she doesn't watch this kind of stuff. But it really is that. It really is about the consumer because retail's fueling crypto. Because institutional money sure as hell ain't moving stuff. But bro, institutions, come on. How much cheaper does XLM need to be for institutions to be like, you know what, we need to use it? They're obviously not using it. What's the difference between 8 cent XLM and 9.5 if you think it's going to $10? It ain't going to matter. 1 penny ain't going to matter. So institutions are staying away. It's about retail. And hopefully retail gets some relief with Jerome Powell. Big question is, though, is he going to drop a 25 or a 50? I honestly don't know. But you know what? We're going to find out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Rate announcement, live stream with Jerome Powell on the mic shortly after. That's the deal. Lemon peel, choo-choo bitches.